Hey everyone, this is Vlogevember number 16 and I'm back like I never left. Thank you for everyone who've stuck around and have watched all of my videos, and if you haven't, go ahead and go back and watch the videos that I've made throughout this month. But anyways, in this video I want to talk about something that I am pretty excited about. It's something that's happening in the next few months. So that exciting thing is I am going to visit America. Now, me staying away from my friends, family, and my home country for a year and a half was definitely not planned. It wasn't in the cards. If you would have asked me, would I do something like this 3-4 years ago, I would have told you, no, that's insane. Why would I stay away for that long? But at the end of my year contract, I wasn't absolutely sure if I wanted to stay in Korea, if I wanted to go back to the States. So at one point I was convinced that I was going back to the States. So for my summer vacation after my year staying in Korea, I made plans to travel around Southeast Asia. So I brought hotel reservations, I booked airplane flights, and then later on, I decided, oh shoot, I want to do a second year in Korea. But everything was already booked, everything was non-refundable. So I was kind of put in a corner to where I couldn't go home for a year and a half. And it was hard for me. There were a lot of days when I was just like, man, I need to go home. Like, this is too much. It's becoming unbearable. I'm not someone who's like super close to my family. Like, you know, it's not like we're always together, but yeah, it just got to that point where I needed to see my mom. Like, I needed to talk to her and be face to face with her. You know what I mean? I have younger brothers, and I was getting to the point where I felt like I was missing out on so many big events with them. So yeah, I'm really happy to go home in January and just touch base with everyone and like feel grounded with my family again. There are a lot of things I'm really excited about. Like, one thing is just eating American food again, like eating soul food, eating Chipotle, like eating foods with American spices and flavors. I feel like my whole palate has changed living in Korea. So I'm really curious to know how I'm going to adjust eating American foods again. Maybe it's going to taste completely different and not really be as pleasing to me anymore, but we'll see. I just have all these questions. Like, I have all these what if questions. Like, what if I hang out with friends and family again and I don't even know how to act in front of them anymore? Like, that's something that I have a fear about, like a slight fear. You know, it's been so long since I've interacted with these people. Like, maybe I don't even know how to anymore, or like what to say with them. And I know since I've gone away, a lot of my friends and family have went through changes and they're not the same as they used to be. And me, I'm also not the same as I used to be. I'm a completely different person. Korea has changed me, and their time doing whatever they're doing in the States have changed them. So like, will we still connect the way we used to? Will we still have things to talk about? These are all slight worries that I have, but also it's just really exciting to see how the dynamics between me and their relationships change and developed. But yeah, and I'm also just excited to go into restaurants, go into stores, and not have to think about what to say. Like, oh, how do I say this? How do I ask for that? You know, it'll be really natural, and yeah, like, I don't have to worry. It'll be such an ease, such a relief to order food in English and to go into a store and talk to the clerk in English, you know, like all those things that are very simple and I used to take for granted. Like, it's going to be really cool now. There are several different American products that I am excited to buy. For example, makeup. There are some makeup products that I want to buy when I get to America. It's hard to find makeup in my shade if you haven't guessed it. But hands down, the most exciting thing that I'm looking forward to is just having family time. I've seen pictures of friends who are currently teaching in Korea, and you know, they've posted pictures of them on Facebook with their families when they visited home. And I've been jealous, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I've been envious. Like, oh man, why do they get to hang out with their family and I can't hang out with my family? Like, so just to be able to do that is going to be great. And also, I'm really surprised to see if the culture or the climate of America have changed while I've been away, because if I just listen to what is put on the media or the news, America is like doing really bad right now as far as crime and injustice issues. But I know how the media can sometimes pump things up and make it look worse than it really is. I mean, it's still a bad situation happening regardless, but I'm just curious to see if the media has made it sound scarier than it really is. Maybe I'll go home and notice that things are just the way it was before I left. But I definitely want to take you guys along with me when I go back to the States, do some filming. I want to go to Chicago because I still have some friends who live there, so that'll be exciting. I'm going to be spending a lot of time with family. I get to see the house pets, the turtle and the dog. I know that sounds weird. Yes, my mom has a turtle and a dog. We've always had turtles since I was very young. I don't know. It's weird, but we like turtles, okay? And before I came to Korea, I was convinced that I only wanted to live abroad for 1 year. That's it. I just wanted to try it out. But now that I've lived abroad for 1.5 years, I'm starting to consider what life would be abroad more long term. So I want to know how my thoughts are going to change, or if they're going to stay the same once I go back to America to visit. Will I go back to the United States and fall in love and realize all these things that I've been missing out on and not want to travel abroad for longer? Or will it just confirm how I feel now and make me want to stay abroad longer? There's so many people that I want to see, so much food that I want to eat, so many clothes that I want to try on, so much makeup that I want to buy. You never really appreciate something fully until you've been away for a while. But it's so strange that after living in Korea for so long, Korea has become my norm. And when I think about the United States, that's very like exotic to me or exciting to me. So yeah, I feel like I'm going to go through some reverse culture shock, because I've definitely formed some habits in Korea that I didn't have when I was in America. But thank God for my foreigner friends here, because if I didn't have them and I just had to interact with Koreans all the time, I would be a fish out of water completely. But I've talked to my friends who've gone back to America, and it's either been one of two situations. One, the friend is like, oh, it was like I never left. I was used to everything. It was no big deal. And then the other group of friends tell me that they've had so much culture shock. Everything was weird. Everything was strange. And they just couldn't take it at times. So I'm really curious to see where I'm going to fall on that spectrum. But I just wanted to share this news with you. It's pretty official at this point. I don't know the exact dates yet, but me and my school are trying to iron everything out. But yeah, that's what's happening to me in January. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have spent some time abroad and when you went back home, how did you feel? Let me know in the comments if you've ever been in that situation. Even if you moved to a different state for a long time and then went back to the state you're from, like how did that feel? I'm just really curious because I've never been away for so long. So yeah, give me some insight. But I will talk to you guys later. This is Vlogevember number 16. Stay tuned. Bye.